Alright, we're looking at an 80 series cruiser today. This one's going to be for sale very soon. It's not getting the love that it deserves, and it needs a cleanup. Job today is to pull out the programmable CB here, but leave the wiring in, so new owner can whack a CB in of their choice. This is a pretty well kitted out vehicle. We'll go over all those details in a bit, but for the moment we need to get the radio out. Okay, so I think previously when I've done this, because I'm pretty sure I was the one who installed some of this, we put the nuts and bolts in here. I might have to go and get a spanner to undo these. We'll see if I can loosen it first with a pair of pliers, and if they loosen, then it should come out easy. I think this is going to be a ring spanner job. Alright, hopefully I have one small enough. Hopefully this is a 6. See if that fits on here. Too big. Alright, and my ring spanner, while it's the right size, doesn't fit in there. Alright, we had to stick it in neutral to get room to get the pliers in, but that looks like Leatherman for the win. The screw is coming out, but it is binding every now and then, so had to get it past the bound a bit. These were probably not the most quality screws to start with, but I think we'll get it out. It is coming. We're going to be here for a bit. Alright, that's number 1 out. We'll work on the next one. If we're super lucky, this will come right out. Let's pop the microphone out before we get too far into this. This is an RJ45 connector under there. Alright. Oh, the front panel's coming off this. There we go. Apparently that's the end the eject button's on. So let's just take that off. Get that out of the way. It gives us a bit more room, which means I can get that off more easily. Alright. With luck, that's the only thing holding it in. Now it looks like whoever put this in did it properly, and they put the rear screws on as well. Alright, so while we're in here, we're investigating getting a 6mm open ender to get in to the rear screws here. We might be able to do that without pulling the dash out. That would be ideal. Looking at some of the other things here, this does have a second fuel tank, and it's got the sub fuel tank up here. It's got your altimeter up the top here, your light switches, all that sort of stuff. Standard grab handle, the typical 80 series cruiser things with stalks everywhere. This was an add-on. I've just unplugged that to make room for it. Let's have a look at some of the other stuff that's going on in here. We're in the process of cleaning it up still. Alright, now functionally underneath this it's very good. However, the paint has got the typical 80 series cruiser thing where it's oxidizing. It does need refinishing. It does have the good bull bars, and it's got a really good tow bar in here with a spare tyre that can swing out of the way. Got these it's got the drawers in the back, but the bumpers are these really good ones. I think you can do that and not dent things. Rarity these days. It's got the cargo barrier. These drawers I think are staying with it. Definitely robust gear on here. It's got the heavy duty rims on it, and it's got tyres that are still in good nick. Still lots of tread in them. So yeah, when it gets cleaned up it'll be good. I think one of the awnings is coming off, but 2 of them are staying with it, from what I've been told. I think they're only asking about 25 grand for this. I will put the link in the description below if you're interested. You can follow up on that. They've got some locking stuff going on here as well for steering locks. It's got all the keys originally. I think the fuse box cover's floating around somewhere. And yeah, but we'll be pulling the CB out. We'll be leaving the antenna in and the wiring loom. But yeah, not a lot to fix up. The engine's been well looked after. It's got brand new heads on it. The speedo sensor is a little bit off, but there's a new one I think is going to be included with it. And there is something up with the window winder in one of the sides. It needs a bit of TLC. Other than that, it's I mean, for the age of it, it's in good nick. These aren't new vehicles anymore. Oh, and it's got the side steps, which are a nice addition to these things. But yeah, definitely the paint does need refinishing, but that is not a difficult job. Alright, I had a look in the parental tool repository, and this is what he came up with. One of these might fit it. Where was that screw? These won't fit down the gap, but I'm going to try and tape one of these to a screwdriver if I can. That should get it. Let's see how we go. Can we reach in far enough with that? Oh, that might actually do it. All on its own. I don't know, that feels like it's slipping past. No, okay. Let's try this side. Betcha this one's a different size. I think it's slipping past them. Yeah, it's not quite the right size. It's slipping past. Alright, well we couldn't find exactly what we needed, but we did find an unobtainium 7mm spanner, even though these are 6mm heads. Let's hope this is enough. Oh, yes, it's moving. Alright, we have some level of hope. You know, I think at this point, the solution to make these come out might be to just loosen them up and then go for a drive down a nice corrugated gravel road. It'll probably just vibrate straight out of the dash.
2 hours later.
Alright. Finally came out. Thumbnail shot. Alright. So we can get you out now. Is there enough slack for me to get to the antenna connector? Yes, there is. Alright. There's a clip right there. Clip on that one. What do you know? It runs right behind it. Okay. Now, can we pop that one up? We probably might not need to, but there is a zip tie that runs past here. And that is where our wire runs. Now, I've forgotten how these clips actually go together, and there is an air box in the way. A close look at this one. I should be able to push that with a screwdriver. Okay. Let's see, can I push the clip with a screwdriver? When people ask me to help them install radios in vehicles, this is some of the reasons why I say no. I absolutely hate it. Alright, we got the clip. Now, I have another one of these looms at home. I'm going to leave that loom up the back for next owner to find. It shouldn't short anything in the way that plug is, because the male ends are in this end, and it's got a fuse on it I think on the other end anyway. So, alright, we're out. Now, if you're a prospective owner watching this video, here's where the coax and the power cables for the radio go. They're running under there, and then they come up in behind there. Alright, squish. One thing it does help when that's been in the sun for a bit is they go back together a lot easier. Right, we've got to take the awning off as well. So I'm going to find an appropriate fitting for that.
We haven't, we had
also a bunch of little extras here, like the LED lights up here with the extra switch, and I'm pretty sure this has got the original factory toolkit with it, the original manual with it, and there's a jack and all the rest, which is in this bag here too. So it's got original bits. You don't often see that with an 80 series. Good for the collectors, I guess. Alright, so that is the extent of our task for today. Got to put some of the tools back where they belong. We're just removing the radio. There will be another video in more depth about this. I do want to stress this hasn't been a P-Platers vehicle. This has been owners that love it, have looked after it. Every little like bimp and bump and squeak, they've tended to and looked after. As I said, even to the point of getting new heads for the engine block. So it's been well looked after. It's all in good nick. It just doesn't look it from the outside at the moment. And of course they're getting older and limited in their abilities, and they no longer have a caravan. And they've got a selection of vehicles already too. So this one I think is being sold without rego. So there's that to consider. But I don't think it'd take too much to pass roadworthy, to be honest. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Hope it's an interesting one. If you are interested, get into the comments, let me know. Because yes, when this does go for sale, I'll make this video public and I'll put the sale link below in the description. If it isn't there yet, it means it's not for sale yet. But it is a regretful sale. They're very emotional about this. That's been their expedition vehicle for a long time. So hopefully it goes on to live its life as another expedition vehicle with somebody else.